About like when did you first start painting and what kind of painting?
I started painting back in 2013. I was never like into art like in school where you have like the classes and you're great at drawing, but I started art in 2013 and it came. I was on a date at a person I was dating at the time, and we went to like a paint and sip, one of those paint and sip things. And so, like, as I'm painting, I'm drinking the wine, and I kind of just went my own direction. And, you know, there's instructions of what you do, and I just did my own thing. And then I noticed at the end, there were people, like, huddling around. They were huddling around the area, and they were looking at my art. And I'm looking at everyone else's. I'm like, theirs looks so good, because they followed instruction. But they're like, no, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. And so, it inspired me to take steps from there, but the way I felt when I painted felt really, really good. Because
so you've never taken any formal classes before then?
No.
Wow.
So the feeling that I had was the most therapeutic feeling at the time, and I was thinking about just a whole bunch of stuff, like, mentally. But when I was painting it, it was like a release for me. So there was nothing that gave me that peace, that meditational, like, feeling. And then I went from there, and then actually my cousin James introduced me. I started to like go home paint, and just I would paint like my beginning pieces of art were really dark, and like when I look at them, I'm like, wow, they're very heavy. Like you could see it, the energy is very, very heavy, very dark, and it had a lot to do with grief and just what I was going through at the time. And my cousin James told me about something called trap art, and he was saying like, you fit this crowd, because there's different type of like art communities. It can be very cliquey or like super prestigious, and there's certain, like, my art didn't look like what I was seeing in like museums and stuff like that. And so he reached out to me. This is James Fields, my other half. You want to wear? Yeah. This is like my cousin, but it's like my little brother. We are very, very close. And
so he was encouraging to you when you started getting into the art?
Absolutely. Introduced me into trap art, and then we went from there.
So trap art originated where?
I believe it originated in Oakland and San Francisco. Basically, when I went there, one of my coworkers took me, and she was into art. So I'm like, wow, my cousin do art also. So I went to the trap art. It's basically like a party, but it's different artists. You got clothing line, you got people that do tattoos, you have people that paint in front of you, and etc. And I'm like, well, my cousin Mariah should come out here to San Francisco and show her art. So when I told her, she did her first art show. Was it Oakland? Art show?
It was,
Ministry.
I think Oakland or Minna. I can't remember. No,
it was Ministry, I think.
111
Slide.
Minna? That place there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I told her, and she should join it, because like it was a diverse crowd.
Yeah.
Very diverse crowd. People come from New York, people
Yeah.
from Washington, people come from different countries, all come together and do art.
Shout out to Alina and Jesse.
So
They're
I
the
told her to
curators.
join.
Yeah. And then even the paint and sip. That I'd heard of that before. Essentially, that's kind of like you go in and you just do your thing.
Yeah.
Partake.
I noticed.
And sip.
Yeah, and sip.
And smoke.
Yeah, they have painted, and they changed over the years, like the paint and smoke and stuff like that. I mean, I was sipping a lot of night, and then it was a way to release emotion, and it felt really good.
So yeah, you mentioned that at the beginning. So what was it that you were releasing? Do you want to talk about what that was?
Grief, my parents, being a new mom, heartbreak, a lot of heavy emotion. It was a lot. And at that time, that was the only time I could feel like I could let it go without any judgment, without any feedback, it was my first time actually seeing what I felt like. You could describe something in words, and if you can be super descriptive, people can feel it. But when you show someone a visual of like the emotion I was feeling, I was facing myself in purging it out, and yeah.
I was going to say, it's kind of like you're expelling the demons on the page.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, and that literally, like, that's exactly what it was. It was a lot of, like, when I look back at that art, and it was heavy. There would be times where, like, he and I would be home. We used to drink a lot. Back in that time, we'd take a fifth. Go ahead.
So one day, one day we bought 2 fifths of Hennessy.
Okay.
It's like 2016, 15. So I'm like 23, 24.
Yeah.
We're our young days. We're still young, but still our younger days. And I said, let's get 2 bottles of Hennessy, one for you, one for me. So we're in the house just drinking, listen to Weeknd, listen to Kanye West, and drinking. And I believe, I don't know if that was your first art I told you, but
The Brown Liquor Matters?
So I said, you should have a shirt called Brown Liquor Matters. This is a time when the police riots and all that stuff.
Yep.
So like, how about do Brown Liquor Matters, since everybody loves dark, well, most people love dark liquor.
And we used, and that night, I remember, like, I was painting it for him originally. And I had started off painting a Hennessy bottle. But that night, I remember, that was like a night in July. That was right after, I want to say, like, Trayvon Martin and everything just happened. Mm-hmm. And he and I, like, we normally, like, the way we used to do our weekends is one night we stay in, the other night we go out, and then we go out again. But we had this routine. But anytime we had our nights in, we would, get food and, like, try to create or dance or do something. But that night, I remember, like, we were drinking, crying. It was just a lot of emotion that was coming out. And I ended up making that painting. And from there, Brown Liquor Matters turned into a brand. And I ended up turning that into a clothing brand. I literally invested my last $25 into it. You were there too.
Yes,
and because we went out that night too. And that night, that whole thing, I flipped that and invested my last $25. And I remember, like, I had, like, a moment where I'm like, okay, I have $25 left to my name right now. I could use this. I'm going to buy liquor. I will buy a bottle. So why not invest into something? And it became something from there. And that $25 is now a part of, like, my whole brand and everything now. I started, I believe, was it? Yeah, because 2020, everything closed down. I started taking music seriously later. And I've always been musically inclined. I used to love, like, making beats and stuff like that.
Oh, so you were making beats all along then?
Yeah, I played with it. And then, like, I would rap every now and again. But for me, like, rapping was just, like, I was nervous to do it. But it's, like, I had so many people trying to, oh, your dad. Like, it's automatically expected. Right. My mom is musically inclined too. She
influenced you too, right?
Yeah, she was an artist. She painted. So I learned that as I got older, subconsciously, my parents have seeped out of me. Like, it's weird because I was not into art and stuff. I mean, I've always been an introvert. I always loved music, but, like, when I started to paint, other family members would say, your mom was my mom, but my mom could draw. She was so good. God, she was so good. But I'll never forget, there was an art show that we did in Filmo, and my mom she was a Virgo. So anytime a Virgo is not, if you don't win, it's like that's how they're super critical and on themselves. And my mom didn't place the art show, and I remember the day she gave up art. I will never forget that.
What day was it?
It was not the actual date, but I remember the day when she was like, I'm done with this.
Well, approximately when was it? What made her give it up?
It was because she felt like people didn't appreciate her art, and she didn't even place in the politics. You know, when you do a competition, but they have the winner already selected. Right. You know, it was one of those situations, and it was politics behind it. Now, her art was beautiful, but what happens is that it was one of the situations where the winner was already appointed before we got here. Fixed. You know, so it was fixed, and it discouraged her. And I remember her, like, kind of just, she was over it. So, but now it's like, excuse me, as I got older, I didn't realize subconsciously I was sucking all that in because I wasn't the best drawer or anything like that. But yeah, I always love music, video games, that's my thing. Stuff like that, like just random creative stuff.
Yeah. But you know what's funny, you're talking like doing the art, right? So to me, like being an artist is being an artist, and like you can be doing painting, you can be doing this, you can be doing music and doing beats, and like Senior Gigio, who we know, and also Z-Man are two examples of people who are graphic artists, painters, and also hip hop MCs and that, and the other thing is like with your videos. I mean, come on. That's basically, this is a project only we're seeing it, right? And the way you even do all of your face and the colors. So, and obviously you had fun doing those.
Absolutely. I shout out to Gigio, my star brother, my cosmic brother. Gigio is another person that like-minded people. Like, he is another person that I see that literally walks and embodies this art and incorporates all of it.
And if I may say too, someone I mentioned this to him, is like if you notice, he encourages and sort of like is an ambassador for female artists, which is so important because we still have this uneven ratio.
And it's very important because the positive upliftingness of it, and he's super powerful, you know, and super like, he checks on me and how are you doing? Like, it's big on energy, and like that is important to have, especially when, as a male in this male-dominated industry, it's not too many guys pushing for women without expectation or something like that. You know, this Gigio has always like, sometimes he won't even tell me. Someone reach out to me and was like, Gigio, you know, and that's the way to do it. Some people do things to say, oh, I went there, and I can only be so grateful for that. But yes, I have a lot of fun creating my music videos because, I mean, I like writing out these concepts. They come from my brain. I'm super influenced by like Missy Elliott and like Mac Dre and just Erykah Badu and stuff. But I have these visions, like my mind, I've always been a wanderer ever since I was a little girl. And I used to spend a lot of time in the mirror, and not like vanity, but I used to try to stare at the mirror and like blink and try to outblink myself. And I used to like do stuff where I would stare like super close at my hands and study like the lines in my hands, because I've always felt like, okay, this is a body, but like I'm always curious, what is all of this? What is all of this? And so as an adult and being able to now, like when I was growing up, I used to like, there were like unique people that I liked. And it's some of the most strangest people, like Dennis Rodman, or, you know, like people like Marilyn Manson was big at that time. Now, a lot of people would think he's scary looking, but he was so intriguing to me because he was so creepy, like weird. Boy George.
And influenced you, I'm sure, based on the videos anyway.
Yeah, like Boy George and like, you know, yeah, like just so many unique individuals, and I've always liked uniqueness. And yeah, so I love being able to have creative control. I love working with people who love and respect the vision, like my brother Dag, he's not my blood brother, but spirit brother, whatever, you know, directed by Dag. He is great at, like, we've built rapport where he knows how to execute the visions the way he's always down to execute like ideas I have. I don't like feeling limited, you know. Anytime I feel like there's a ceiling, it's hard for me to like color in the lines. I've worked with different videographers throughout, like Disco Alamo was shot by OG Music Natho, and my girl Brittany takes photos. That was my very first music video. And I look at them in comparison to like where I'm at now, and then I go back to Disco Alamo, and there's so many things that I would redo. But that was my very first music video. We literally, like, I remember telling Brittany about the vision that I had, and I'm like, I really want to be in a TV, but that's dumb. I don't think. And she was like, you want a TV? We'll put you in a fucking TV. We're gonna make it happen. Brittany literally built like props from hand, and like when people take you serious, it helps you. Like we talked about it, that conversation. We could talk about like, oh, I want to do this, and then we leave it at that. By the time I came home, she emailed me a fucking storyboard and drew out sketches and ideas. Now, from what I was talking about, I could see it on paper. I could see literally like it where it was. So I see she was on board. She wasn't just talking. We went from there, and boom, it happened. And then like Good Greed Art Studios, Kip Not Voice, he shot different videos as well.
So the one, Bitch I'm Happy, that one I think it's very similar to the other one.
To Disco Alamo?
Yeah, I mean it's got the same colorful vibe.
Yeah,
right?
Bitch I'm Happy. That was
I
shot
love that
by.
one.
I love that.
Yeah.
That whole song is basically like, I was really depressed when I wrote that song.
Yeah.
And what I wanted to make sure I incorporated in the video was color therapy. Super bright, super fun.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I wanted it to feel what I'm saying. So I know if we have bright colors and all this stuff, I'm looking at this and I'm like, I'm happy. The funny thing about that video is I shot that shit literally in the middle of July in like Dixon somewhere, off the side of the freeway.
Really?
I literally found the daisies or sunflower field on the way on the freeway getting my hair done. I said, that's where I'm going to shoot the video. We got up, Dag and his wife Jazz. Jazz is pregnant. She was pregnant. Super pregnant. Not super, but pregnant.
Yeah.
It's hot. We get out there at like 10. My girl Ari did my makeup early in the morning. And when I tell you, Billy, it was so fucking hot.
So where was this? Like near Bakersfield or something?
It's in the middle of Sacramento,
Sacramento.
and Vacaville.
Yeah. But what a great find. Perfect location.
It was perfect. But when I tell you, and my girl Pat Peacock was able to dress me, but when I tell you, Billy, I was so fucking hot. Like, I remember being in that, and we couldn't trespass, so we had to hurry up and get that shit done. I'm in it. Once I feel like there's a vision, I don't give a fuck. I'm getting my shot. I'm jumping. I'm an artist all the way. We're trying not to trespass. We get in there. It's so hot. So the funny story behind it, every time I'm turning away from the camera on the video, I'm like, what the fuck? Bitch, I'm happy. I'm good. Oh my fucking God. Bitch, I'm happy. Like, I'm screaming. I'm like, what the fuck? And like, there was a point where I almost passed out because it was so hot, but I didn't want to tell anyone because I knew they would be more concerned about me and not once I'm in the vision, the shot has to get shot. So people asked, was that green screen or anything like that? It was. We were literally outside and off the fucking freeway.
Too.
Huh?
It's so beautiful.
It's beautiful. And then that fucking truck, there's like this nasty ass truck where I'm standing with the cow pans.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a shot. That truck was so gross. That was an abandoned truck. It was so nasty that I had to stand because it was so gross, but it was just perfect. And if there's a shot that we're going to do, we're going to get it. It's funny because we shot that in the living room. A lot of that was in the living room.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There will be times where like I have modes where I just want to create, and we were all hanging out the house. I walked out, and I have a lot of props and weird shit around the house. I walked out and I'm like, hey, we're going to start shooting a music video right now. Let's just do it. But we shot it on the camera. He did photography for like Life Touch, so there's like backdrops and stuff like that. So I threw on like some wigs, masks, and we got to it, and literally in the living room. And I didn't have a treatment or anything. I didn't write anything. I just went with it, and I came about.
And do you normally film things like when you did the El Rio on 415? Did you film that? Your show there?
No.
It's recorded by many different phones.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I think it's somebody camera had the camera.
Yeah.
It should have been a video.
415 Day, you did that. You had my phone.
I had her phone.
Because when you do a show, you really put on a show, right?
Yeah,
For the time, so
I try.
It's film worthy.
Yeah. I will, like Vivid, my friend Vivid, they'll come out and they'll like shoot and give, they've been there like they were actually at my show earlier, and just clutch. And that's important to have, if especially like when people come out and get those images or those stills.
Right.
But for the most part, if I don't have someone like that shooting in the crowd, James will like get my phone or my song Ain't On Me. That's another one we
produced by
3D Smash. Shout out to 3D Smash. Thank you, Billy. God damn it, because I forget all the time.
Yeah, no. Give the producer a shout out.
Shout out to all the producers, Nicotine, 3D Smash. They're the first two to like really help me. TC, my uncle TC, I love him. I love Legendary, and honestly, TC has played a tremendous. I'll just say it. No AMK without TC. Gave me a studio, no questions asked. The first that opened his door. I was there earlier today too. There would be no AMK without TC.
Because you've officially put out one EP, right? In 2022?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
it's called Her Space?
Out Her Space.
Out Her Space. So that was produced with TC?
One of the songs is produced with TC. A lot of them are Nicotine and 3D Smash. So it has different producers on the project. And then shout out to my friends in LA that I've recently connected with about a year ago. AC, the producer, and Andrew. They've actually, we've done a few songs, and they were the first to make a beat on the spot for me. And I learned from like experiences. I did get a little discouraged last year.
You did?
I felt like I got discouraged. You know, when some things happen, it makes you like want to like reevaluate the direction you want to go. And I went through that. And then I was like, you know, God, give me a sign if this is the way I'm supposed to go. Give me a sign to see if this, whatever. So I stayed consistent. But my rollout, I feel like, has been behind because I'm so behind on visuals and stuff like that. And I write these things. I don't just say, hey, like, could somebody just do this for me? Like, if it's AMK, it's going to be AMK all the way. And if I'm not in a place to create and I have these blockages, I'm not going to just force some shit, you know?
Were you on a compilation this past year or two? Some San Francisco?
Two.
Well, which ones were those?
This year, Frisco Days.
Frisco Days,
yes,
that's the one, yeah.
Late Night Hype with S and Afterthought. Oh my God. Shout out to Tonio for putting Frisco Day, the whole rollout, that whole compilation tape from start to finish, just like how he stayed, DJ stayed, the whole Sauce Fam Collective family, like, they literally pushed for this like new San Francisco like renaissance that's going on right now.
Right.
That rollout, how they've treated their artists, everyone that played their part, from it was I'm up here, you're down here, like it's felt like family, you know. And it brought a lot of, for me to reach out and ask for me to get on that verse. I didn't think how important like a verse could take you, like how far it could take you. It brought me into other doors, connected me with different people, and that right there is like that Bay love that we need to be.
I was going to say, it seems like a lot of people are kind of like these hip hop elders from the Bay Area that Equipto, different people look out for you, right?
Shout out to Equipto, absolutely, yep.
You're like
Equipto,
kind of, you know, the like little sister that they're looking out for.
Equipto stands behind me, and that's important. It feels good. Like my Uncle TC stands behind me. It feels good. Shout out to Black C, RBL. Like, it's people who stand behind me. That is the most important. And not only that, just Frisco, like how I've been getting so much like Bay love. And I'm a different artist. I'm not like my dad. I'm completely opposite of him. And it's funny because he was so, but I'm so myself, and I know if he were here, he would appreciate that. I'm doing it my way. I got this back in I think 2020. I'm having a freaking brain freeze right now, and I want to say the tattoo artist, it's like Mateo Net. I don't know. I don't want to get his name mixed up. And
It'll come to you later.
Yeah, and I really want to find it real quick because I want to give. I love shouting out the artists. You have my phone. Thank you. Yeah, I have.
Well, what gave you the idea to get that, the inspiration to get that day?
You know, I have always wanted to do a tattoo for my my dad, to honor him, but I wanted to do like take the route with like the face and stuff like that, but it took me some time to try to like find an artist to do it correctly. But I feel like it's just the font and everything. It just reminds me so much of like him. It's so bold. That 80s, 90s feel. And then the Rebel, I had to include that.
Right.
Because that's exactly who he is, you know? And I had to do it in red because that's his thing. Mm-hmm. I feel so rude being on this damn phone, but I promise you I'm going to look for it, find this. But yeah, I needed to rep my dad.
Yeah.
You know?
Of all of his music, what's your favorite song? Or do you have one?
Boots Lace Tight is...
Oh, yes.
That is...
Don't even trip.
Yep. And the funny thing about it is... I'm trying to find this. The funny thing about it is when I saw the interview and he said Boots Lace Tight was... That is so important, Billy, that you capture that. Right. Because that's the only way I can connect.
I was telling him, too, because there's not that many interviews, really. No. For some reason.
Matteo, I was right. Okay. Net. Shout out to Net. I was right. That did my tattoo. Matteo_Net. Super professional.
Matteo like San Mateo.
It's Matteo. It's Matio. I don't want to put the Net last name, but yeah, Net Matteo Net_Net. So shout out to Net. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I knew I was right, but I wanted to make sure. It sucks in ways because first we have him as my dad. That's my dad. Like, that's the love of my life. That was the love of my life. And we have him. That's my dad. Like, I know who he was. I was able to see what, like, other people didn't see, you know?
Right.
And he was so, like, his spirit and just how he was a fucking asshole, but I loved him. He was who he was, and we were really close. And like, so I lost my dad, and then I have a little sister, and she didn't get a chance to really experience him.
How many years younger is she?
She's 9 years younger. So
she was 2 then when
she was 2. Mm-hmm. So she doesn't. It hurts because I love my sister so much, and she's her own person. She reminds me of him. Like, even like Fields as a family, it's in us, you know. But like, I lose him, and then like a few years later I lose my mom, and I love my mom too. You know, I loved her, but my dad is like, there's nothing like a daughter's love for their dad. Like, he was special to me. He was the first man I ever loved, you know, like the love of my life. We were close. And I believe we were so close because as I got older and I remember him and I think about him, we're so much alike. And I find that out by meeting people, and people kind of say, you remind me so much of him. Like, you know, I'm like my mom as well in aspects and ways, but my dad was just super just outgoing. And some of the things I'm inspired by and I wish I could be. And some of the things is like, he was so fucking outrageous. I'm like, oh, that makes fucking sense because he was how he is. Now I'm the way I am. But when I got older and I met Coopnut, I'm listening to Coopnut later down the line. I don't know Coopnut. I wasn't allowed. I'm a child. I can't, you know, so that. Then one day I was listening to the song Domestic Violence, and when he said, like, when Mariah get older, she don't know who her daddy is, and that clip when he was in jail, but the way he said it was so, like, my heart literally, like I felt like he was literally talking to me, like, right then and there, which he was, but he said it with so much passion, and I'm thinking, like, even though he's not here, I'm still blessed because there are people who can't get closure from losing their parents. They can't go back and watch an interview and replay. They can't, you know, so I felt like that was a blessing. And then I started to listen to his music more, and I'm like, God damn, he's fucking good. He's great. Unique. Delivery. One of a kind. Bars out of this world. And I'm going inside of his creative mind, and I'm like, wow. Like, then I'm finding footage of him on stage and how he walks, and that guy was a giant. And then now it's like, for me, it's making sense why I carry myself a certain way, you know. But then what made me sad was, it's like a sucky feeling. You're like, but then I'm like, damn, that would have been my mentor. That would have been right there. Yeah. I need that when I'm in the studio. No, do that shit over. He would have been great to just have, you know. And now I'm a fan. I can't even tell you how much. Dad, I love your music, you know. So I became a fan, and it was weird too, because it's like two different perspectives. Like, I can separate the two because, you know, it's my dad, but like, this is Cougnut. I see why people fuck with him. I see why people say your dad's music got me through some times. And, you know, I could feel the passion that he had, and that man had a lot of love for San Francisco. Like, this Frisco meant everything to him. Oh yeah, and he represented. Now, aren't you in charge of his catalog? Yes. So what does that entail? What does that mean? It's a lot. Are there like some rare IMP, unreleased, never released things? Yeah, I have a couple unreleased things. I have some stuff from when I'm Rollin' is also one of my favorite songs by him. I have one that has the similar feel to I'm Rollin'. But yeah, I have stuff even the little master cassettes, the raw vocals, all that. Yeah. The DATs and stuff. So I have the catalog. It's all about the extraction of the music and just making sure things are just done correctly. Great. So I do. So you have done that already? I have a couple, but I got nervous to drop it, you know, because I did one. There's a song I did with C Fresh. Shout out to my uncle C Fresh. He man, it's so good, and his voice was the most similar to my dad. Exactly. In fact, many people often thought it was him. It was confused with tracks. His verse was freaking crazy. I'll play it for you, Billy, after this. But it was whoa, and it was so you know, it had that bounce to it. And then I used, because Boots Lace Tight was my favorite song, I used Sko that was on the song. Sko, and he did his verse too. So they're paying homage to my dad, and then I got on there. And then I had my Uncle TC sample the original Boots Lace Tight, Don't Even Trip, to put that over the hook. But when I was in the studio, I heard it, and I heard his voice again in the headphones, and I had a moment. I cried, and then Uncle TC was like, "All right, come on, you ready?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm ready." And then I also did my own Jealousy. Oh, you did? Okay. Yeah, but I'm I want to drop it. I think it's one of those things probably you sleep on and come back and then see how it is. Yep. I did Jealousy, and I don't mind remixing in a way, but at the same time, I like to, and people say you could do it, I really keep it separate. You know, and it's really because of homage and respect and love. Right. And I feel like there's a lot of people who have not really done that. You still find the value in his name and try to gain clout and gain it, and it's such a turn off to me. So it's I'm gonna do it my way, but definitely I do have some tracks that I want to. And I'm sure TC in his archives has things too. Yeah. So if you need them. Yep. And then my cousin Timmy, Tim, that's Cougnut's nephew. Okay. Amazing artist. It's not just limited to me, and because he's a male, I feel like he would, be the one to carry the torch, and he executes it perfectly. We have a track that's that has my dad on it, and then him and me on it, paying homage. But which one is that? We're doing a remix of Jealousy. Okay. So we're doing verses to that one, and my cousin Timmy did a great job on his verse. We're taking the new generation and we're going to the 90s sound and trying to mimic the flow and everything to bring it back. But my cousin Timmy, Tim, I think he's an amazing artist as well. Just because he writes his music, he also doesn't. He pays homage to my dad as well, but he is just like me. He wants to be an individual,
Right.
but he's just so good, and I think like seeing him do his thing motivates me. And it's like my son also. He doesn't rap, but he produces. He's been doing it for a very long time, and just seeing that, keeping that music alive and watching it grow and manifest is beautiful. But I feel like sometimes, like my dad, it's just crazy because it's like this man will pop up and it doesn't matter. Like anytime I don't feel like certain for things, something pops up. Or like I remember my son was in LA with his dad. He FaceTimed me. My son likes to collect vinyls. And his dad has him on FaceTime, and he's like, Mom, look at this vinyl. And he's looking at like a Travis Scott vinyl. I looked down. I said, Cassidy, that's your grandpa. It was an IMP vinyl literally right there. And like, you know, like the way with all their little, they're not little, all their faces, like just the side profile of all them.
Illmatic players.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm looking at it. I'm looking and I'm like, oh my God, my dad is looking right at me. Like,
Yeah.
I'm here. Just know I'm watching, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So it's so many reminders. I'll see a random interview and the message is there, you know? I will be completely honest. On Mother's Day, I felt and I heard his voice. I haven't heard his voice like directly, you know. I've seen my dad in dreams a couple times, but I literally woke up and I thought I would feel my mom, because sometimes I like try like, oh, let me try that, you know. But my dad, I swear I heard him. I heard his voice, and he was saying like, he said, I am in awe, and I am amazed at what you're doing, and what you're doing. I am amazed. And he was saying like, he loved me, baby girl, and like he's proud of me. But he said he was amazed, and what I'm doing is amazing, and that I'm doing it as a mom. So I heard that, and I felt it, and I knew it wasn't like, oh, I'm just tripping or anything like that, because I feel him at times, like when I'm on stage, or I feel protected in certain areas. But that was a confirmation for me, you know. And it felt really good, but that made me feel like, okay, I am doing, because I don't have the guidance, you know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to figure it out. But it's like, I often think of them like, am I doing the right thing? Am I fucking, this music shit is draining, you know. I'm also not trying to like sell myself and be dry and tired, and like, I want to stay true to myself. Are y'all proud of me? You know, I don't hear it a lot from my family, you know, besides the ones I do. Like, Not Today, Bitch. I made that in 2020, around that time, because Not Today, like, my clothing, I wanted to say it for me. There are times where, like, I can get into a very introverted phase, so I paint hats and do my own thing. Like, my hat will say it for me, like, Not Today, Bitch. Or, like, I made a hat. I make one of ones, and I made a hat. It said, I have social. I
have a right hat.
Yeah, one said, I have social anxiety. My hat says it, so I don't have to. Like, it's important, because it's like, I don't want to say these things, but Not Today, Bitch is right there with the evil eye. We're blocking all that out.
Right.
Not today. And I really love this shirt, because it's like, no, I'm not dealing with that today. We're shutting that down. Whatever you have trying to, no. Nope.
Speaking of the evil eye, you have the third eye, I think, in more than one video, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was listening to some track the other day. I think it might have been the Atmosphere one. It was like one of the lines about, like, making a reference to his third eye, like seeing things. But I wanted to ask you one last question, and that is, like, what in a ideal world, if you could predict the future, what would you like to see over the next 5 years in your career?
I was gonna say in the world, or
well, from your perspective of the world.
In my career, I would love in the next 5 years to be at a place where I am, of course, financially comfortable. Like, I have nothing to worry about. In the position to be able to teach and give back to my community, as well as create. Like, I love being in front of the camera, but I love working on set. I love, like, I want bigger production. I want to not be limited to just the music, but I want to be able to, there's so many visions, like art and galleries, but I want to have an abundance to still give back to my communities and inspire and create spaces to where people are able to feel limitless and encourage that creativity. I also sometimes feel like, depending on the day, that I can have it where I can just disappear and still be around. I would love to be in the position where I could just spend the time with the people and my kid and the people I don't show. Be the person that I don't show on camera and just have peace with that, like, away, off the social media and stuff like that. I want to be successful, and I want to make sure this fucking shit pays off. No matter what it is, even if it's just getting me in the door to help my son, or, you know, reach out to a peer or colleague of mine to, you know, expand. But I just want to really be successful and be able to do what I think my dad wasn't able to do, is, both my parents, to live and witness, like, the work that they did and kind of just be able to just enjoy it and just kick back and just let it be. You know, it feels good when we see Black Sea and E40 and, like, all the people that we literally came up watching. Andre Nickatina, the orchestra. Come on now.
Right, exactly.
Come on now.
Right.
It feels good to see them, like, get their flowers.
Exactly.
Just,
while
it's beautiful while they're here.
Right.
And that's what I want. I want to be able to be celebrated while I'm still here. This is AMK, and you're checking out HipHopSlam.
Say there, honey, I see you looking all sad and down. You need to get up off your ass and take off that frown. Bitch, be happy.
I woke up this morning, waking, bake, it felt like Saturday. I flicked my bean for some endorphins and my affirmations to start my day. I've been sad too long, I know it's wrong, and now that's gonna change. I took a picture, looked in the mirror, bitch, and this is what I say. Bitch, I'm happy, I'm good, I feel so great. Bitch, I'm happy, I'm good, I feel so great. Bitch, I'm happy, I'm good, I feel so
Oh my God, Marcus.
Boom, guess who fresh out the tomb? Marie Laveau in some platform shoes. Aura hella pretty, I ain't gotta show my titties. Frequency made out of magic and it make these niggas shoot. Now switch, we off on my broomstick. Got you drunk off my potion, now you sick. Nigga say he think he love me, damn that quick. That's what you get fucking with a witch bitch. Got him high on the full moon. I'm just practicing my voodoo. I can control what you do. They say magic ain't real, well I'm proof that it do exist. They say aliens ain't real, bitch we do exist. Goddess from another planet, bitch I do exist. You wanna see more proof? Okay if you insist. Like bippity bippity bop, make everybody in the whole room stop. Take out my wand, twirl around, make them break their necks then drop. I make them break their necks then drop. Make them break their necks then drop. Take out my wand, twirl around, make them break their necks then drop. She's an alien, she's a freak, she's a weirdo, she's a creep. I be like, yeah, bitch, that's on me. Can't kill my vibe or my frequency. She's a goddess, she's a witch, she's beautiful, she's a bitch. I be like, yeah, bitch, I'm the shit. It's my energy you could never fuck with. My favorite crystal on onyx, cause she keep me protected. The other one is a rose, she bring me love and affection. Low vibration, having bitches mad I'm selected. Pull out my sage pen and paper, teach you hoes a new lesson. Energy you projecting is just your inner reflection. We all divine as fuck, bitch, don't catch your errors, count blessings. Focus on the wrong shit while your soul's neglected. Bring that weak shit over here and I'ma straight up reject it. Pettiness ain't prosperous, we don't need that aggression. I'm on a whole different wave, I'm trying to spread a new message. The ones high up in charge, the ones really finessing. They fucking with our fucking heads, they don't want us progressing. I'm just trying to tell the truth, man, I got a confession. I was once lost too, I was in a depression. Meditated, elevated, make the art my profession. They wanna know my next move, I keep them hoes just guessing. Like bippity bippity bop, make everybody in the whole room stop. Take out my wand, twirl around, make them break their necks then drop. I make them break their necks then drop. Make them break their necks then drop. Take out my wand, twirl around, make them break their necks then drop. She's an alien, she's a freak, she's a weirdo, she's a creep. I be like, yeah, bitch, that's on me. Can't kill my vibe or my frequency. She's a goddess, she's a witch, she's beautiful, she's a bitch. I be like, yeah, bitch, I'm the shit. It's my energy you could never fuck with, bitch. Now throw your motherfucking crystals up, throw your motherfucking crystals up, bitch. Now throw your motherfucking sage up, throw your motherfucking sage up, bitch. Throw your motherfucking crystals up, throw your motherfucking crystals up, bitch. Now throw your motherfucking sage up, throw your crystals and your sage up, bitch. You already know, Alien Mac Kitty 3i gang, bitch. You see me. Okay, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and take a deep breath in. Inhale the good shit, exhale the bullshit. All right. Now fuck all that other shit. Now that we done with that shit, nigga, we about to really get motherfucking real elevated in this bitch. I'm trying to uplift you, you know what I'm saying? It's the real meditation on motherfucking hype beast, spiritual in this bitch. Follow my motherfucking words, bitch. I'm in this bitch with my crystals, but my niggas got pistols. Spiritual gangsta as fuck, so you don't want these issues. I write your name on the tissue. Have you come up missing? And when they find your body, they'll see I harvest your kidneys. I'm just kidding, should've seen your reaction. I be out the way, but I still get active. You gotta really push my buttons just to see me spazzing. Not a bitch trying to fight cause a nigga find me attractive. If you in this bitch with your tribe, tell these bitch ass niggas they can kill your vibe. If you in this bitch with your tribe, tell these bitch ass niggas they can kill your vibe. If you in this bitch feeling alive, follow my words, bitch, let's give it a try. If you in this bitch feeling alive, follow my words, bitch, let's give it a try. I go crazy, you go crazy, we go crazy, everybody crazy, we about to fuck it up. Bitch, you already know what's up. I go crazy, you go crazy, we go crazy, everybody crazy, we about to fuck it up. Bitch, you already know what's up. I'm hella hyphy rich. I'm with that hyphy shit. I got my Hennessy, good tree, and sage sticks. My own lane, bitch. They say I'm strange, bitch. First they hate and then they copy, see the change, bitch. Fuck a level, we ain't in the same range, bitch. I radiate at a medium, you can't exchange, bitch. Never scared of human flesh, you man-made, bitch. And if you call me solo dolo, I'm still gang, bitch. If you in this bitch with your tribe, tell these bitch ass niggas they can kill your vibe. If you in this bitch with your tribe, tell these bitch ass niggas they can kill your vibe. If you in this bitch feeling alive, follow my words, bitch, let's give it a try. If you in this bitch feeling alive, follow my words, bitch, let's give it a try. I go crazy, you go crazy, we go crazy, everybody crazy, we about to fuck it up. Bitch, you already know what's up. I go crazy, you go crazy, we go crazy, everybody crazy, we about to fuck it up. Bitch, you already know what's up.
What's up with the girl in the front though? Bruh. What's her name? They have little meetings up in there. Where's T10? I'm Kiki. Hello. Kiki.
Yo, Alien, you trying to smoke?
3i gang, shout out to 3D Smash.
I think I need to smoke break. I've been in this booth like all day, and I just got me that Geico, yeah, so I can swerve in your lane. Nah, I'm sliding like Michael. Better yet, my name MJ. Nah, and now my pockets need that lipo. Yeah, Annie, are you okay? I'm all about that paper. I wanna sign a deed in my name, yeah, but I gotta get my cake up. So Betty Crocker's where I aim, yeah. And if you messin' with the moolah, I have to call my goons and get that toolie, make it rain, yeah. But I ain't with that hoorah, make you run like yeehaw. Play with your medulla, ride off in my Rover. I drive it like it's stolen. I thought I told ya, yeah. Lunchbox the Don, I'm number one. I think I need a smoke break. Smoke break. I think I need a smoke break. Smoke break. I think I need a smoke break. Smoke break. I think I need a smoke break. Smoke break. I think I need a
smoke break. Cause I've been dealing with these bitches like all day. These silly bitches be mad because they vibes low. I'm smoking alien cookies, can't blow my high ho. You better be lucky that I don't lose my cool. Play the next motherfucker cause I don't play the fool. Gaming all these niggas up like I made the rules. He buy me diamonds and pearls, I told him drop them jewels. Ooh, that's just the good to my greed. I'm from the sucker free, don't smoke no bammer ass weed. Shout out to Buddy where I get on my tree. And I think you're here for 20, so you know what that means.
smoke break. Smoke break. I think I need a smoke break. Smoke break. I think I need a smoke break. Smoke break. I think I need a smoke break. Smoke break. I think I need a
strange enchanted boy. They say he wandered very far over land and sea.
It's been a long time living in the rage. Now I stay grounded, paint a picture, burn some sage. My inner demons let the lion out the cage. Bitches still hating on me, I ain't even fucking phased. Death in her eyes, saw my mama in the days. That's a big part of the reason why I'm really fucking crazed. Pretty as fuck, but got some ugly ass ways. Niggas telling me they love me, I ain't even amazed. Focus as fuck, I ain't worried about a trick. I'm Thanos with the snap, Avengers with the click.
What makes you different from the next little bitch?
I'm focused on my balance, they focus on some dick. Man, that's the type of shit that really make me sick. Praise a nigga like he God, but you a real goddess. Don't get offended, we elevate at our own pace. I'm speaking out of love, it's coming from a tough place.
Got these moves in my head going exhale, inhale, in my head going crazy. Got these voices in my head going crazy. They keep going motherfucking crazy. Got these voices in my head going crazy. Voices in my head going crazy. Voices in my head going crazy. Keep going motherfucking crazy. Got these voices in my head going crazy. Voices going head on my, I gotta chill, gotta chill, man, I gotta chill, chill.
Dedication, grind hard, swearing this close, I'm impatient. Numbers in my head, know I'm living in the matrix. Breaking chains in my brain, jumping off the slave ship. Always keep growing, never be complacent. Living on my purpose every day, I'm elevated. Is it here yet? Man, I'm tired of fucking waiting. Drunk off the spirit, bitch, I'm motherfucking faded. Life is a beast, I'm just trying to fucking tame it. Half of it ain't what it seems, it's just entertainment. Half of it ain't what it seems, it's just entertainment.
Inhale, in my head going exhale, crazy. Inhale, in my head going crazy. Got these voices in my head going crazy. They keep going motherfucking crazy. Got these voices in my head going crazy. Voices in my head going crazy. Voices in my head going crazy. Keep going motherfucking crazy. Got these voices in my head going crazy. These voices going head on my, I gotta chill. Gotta chill, man, I gotta chill. Chill.